The how do you pronounce that? Bourgault? Uh. The new 7950 air seater is here. It's so big, it won't fit in my camera display with my tripod on the desk. Let's talk tractors, y'all. All right, guys. So I think I called this an air seeder, which was dumb. Or I think I called it a sprayer. It's a seeder. I don't remember. I'll have to go back and watch. It's a seeder, obviously. So we get the 7950 cart, and then the seeder part is the 3320 PhD Paraho drill, if you will. I showed you the boxes. They're cool. They've got some neat graphics on them and all that sort of thing. So this is made by Spec. These are limited production. I don't know exactly how many. I don't think anybody does as of right this second. But they're limited. They're pricey. So I'm just going to get that out of the way first. And I think I'm going to talk a little bit about why these are so pricey. So first and foremost, these are going to run you, let's say if you shop really hard and have some connections and get lucky, 150, 160 bucks. More than likely, once these hit the toy dealers and go full-blown retail, these are going to be more in the $200 to $250 range, and then on the high end, you're going to see some $300 asking prices. You just are. It's the way it's going to be. So that kind of gives you the run of the mill. I feel like if you can buy this for under 200 bucks, you're doing good. And if you wait around, so I'm recording this video on January 15th of 2019. If you wait around a few weeks, a month or two, these are going to be even more expensive. I mean, I really think we're going to see the over $200 to $250 price range pretty routinely on these for a while. Now, long term, I don't know. It's going to be interesting to see how many of these actually end up out in the wild, because this can go either way. This could be one that the toy dealers sort of overhype, price themselves out of the market, end up sitting on them, and then dump them a year from now. Although I don't feel like that's going to happen. Or these could just end up being super collectible and just keep going up, 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 up. And so I know that's a terrible thing, but you don't use this as advice. This is just me spouting off. So why does this thing cost this much? So first off, it's a short line company, and they're they're not going to make a ton of these. Second, it's SpecCast, and so they're going to detail it out. It's going to look awesome. As you can see, it does look awesome. This is an incredible farm toy. And let's take a look at just some of the reasons this is expensive. First off, all these tires. See, these are two different size tires. And then see that these are different size yet. That's all tooling cost. That's money. Tooling is expensive. I don't care. We have 3D printing, we have rapid prototyping, all that stuff. It's still expensive to tool a new farm toy. Second, check out all of these openers, closers, seed tubes. I mean, seriously, guys, look at the detail on this thing. This is one impressive set of units there. That is such a well-casted, well-done piece. Incredible. Now think of how many there are on these. Let's say SpecCast gets this cost down on these to 10 cents a pop. That's still a huge amount of money laying there. Really. So you have to think of it that way. I'm trying to get this camera at an angle where you guys can see this stuff. See this stuff. Ugh. Okay, this is all one piece of tooling. All of this, there's some separate toolings here. See how this turns? Tooling, different pieces. All of these main frames, they're all different tooling pieces. All of this. These pieces are different. All of this is different. Check out, it turns, guys. All of that's different tooling pieces, and it has to be made so that you can actually do this. Now, this isn't a toy, but, you know, it's still on your shelf. You're going to play with it. Trust me, you are. All of this is different tooling. All of your cylinders, I mean, check this out. Cylinder rams, cylinder extensions, all of that sort of thing is going on here. I'm going to fold this out. So that's your cost. I mean, that's where your cost is in every one of these little parts. And it just adds up. And so you end up with a toy that's going to run you quite a bit of money. And, you know, I don't know how to say this. So there's been like arguing online. You know, some people are like, oh, it's too expensive, blah, blah, blah. Kids can't play with it. Entry-level people can't play with it. This isn't an entry-level toy. This isn't a toy. Kids aren't playing with this. If you buy this for your kid to play with, you're a moron. Okay. 2, this is for a serious collector. And that's not to say if you can't go out and buy this, or if you don't want this, or if you can't afford this, that's not to say you're not a serious collector. But the serious collector that wants this is going to go get it. And the let's call it $200 price tag, it's not going to turn them off on it. Because there's a lot of, you know, people, a lot of guys that want the high-end, high-detail stuff. I'm one of those guys. I want this. Like, this needs to be on my shelf. It's not going to be on my display. There's no room for it here. But, you know, if you guys look around my display, which you guys have before, you know, there's $100 bills laying around everywhere. I'm a serious collector. That's not me bragging. That's not me going on about whatever. It's just, this is what I like to do. This is what I spend my money on. I don't go to bars. I don't go to nightclubs. I don't drink. I don't smoke. I don't do any of that sort of thing. This is what I spend my money on. So $200, whatever. I've got no problems paying that for it. I didn't pay that for it, though. And I guess this would be a great time for me to give a shout out to Paul Mealing of Moose Jaw, Canada, buddy of mine. We do some trading back and forth here and there, and he was able to get one of these for me at a really nice deal. So, and I hugely appreciate that, because I wasn't for sure I was actually going to get one, but I'm lucky enough to have gotten one. So big thanks to Paul, if he happens to be watching. I don't know if he watches the channel or not, but huge thanks to him for getting me a decent deal on one of these. So, all right, so I'm going to move that out of the side. We're going to take a look at this thing. Oh, man, this thing is so big and so cool. So check this out. Oh, yeah. That's so cool. So it swings somehow. There we go. Goes up under your hopper here. You know, well, no, actually, I guess you would fill it with this. If you want to empty it, you can do that, though. You can empty your hoppers out. But we want to go this way. It's kind of, there we go. Check that out. Oh, look. Look, it's not all in the frame because this thing is such a monster. Oh my gosh, this thing's huge. Anyway, this all folds around like this. It's just, this thing is just so freaking cool. Love the decals on it. I don't know. All right, there we go. It's stiff. There we go. Awesome. Sort of back in place. Is it? That's good enough for me right now. All right, check out up here. Can you see that on the camera? Seed tube piping and all of that stuff. So one of you guys, I know one of you guys, you're going to run a tube to every one of these dang seed tubes from here. You're awesome if you do that. I'm not going to do that, but somebody's going to. I guarantee it. Check out how easily this steers. So this, and then the other, the drill itself, or the, what did they call that? The hoe. Yeah. It has like this, spec cast style pin hitch, sort of realistic, and they do that on all their planners and everything too. So check out all of the railing all around this cedar. Holy crap, man. So cool. Alright, I guess that's, what are we adding? We're probably adding, what are we adding? Like, insecticide, herbicide, seed treatment, graphite. I don't know. What do we add in there? Probably something along those lines, right? Um, Again, we don't use these in the Midwest. I've never seen one of these in person. So we use big planters here, not big seeders. So anyway, check out all the railing. More railing here. Duals on the rear. How cool are those tires, by the way? Those wheels and tires are awesome. Nice ladder coming up here. And we got a rear hitch, because I think you can probably pull this on the back or the front. I kind of assume so anyway. I don't know. I've seen it both ways on pictures, or of other seeders, so I assume this one's the same way. Really nice decal back here. Nice ladder here, or steps here, rails and all that stuff. All this is pretty heavy. I mean, don't get me wrong. There's a generous amount of plastic here, but it's a pretty well built piece, pretty stout anyway. And I'm just mesmerized by the size of it, to be honest with you. So why is this piece important? Let's get this puppy back over here. Well, think about it for a second, guys. This is the first big horsepower implement that we've ever had. I mean, it really is. Okay, we've had the DB planters, I guess, but from John Deere and the early riser and all that stuff. But this is kind of the first big implement. And so I don't know. I feel like this is highly collectible, guys. I feel like I don't know. I think it's special. I really do. It's so well done. It's so well detailed. It's just an awesome piece. So, all right, this video is getting long. I kind of talked about why this is expensive. I kind of maybe talked about who this is built for. And hey, you like, first off, you guys, you younger guys, or you guys just getting into this hobby, if you can't swing a $200 toy, don't worry about it. I went through most of my life not being able to do that. So, and even now I can only do maybe one of these a year. It's not like I'm out buying these all the time. So, don't sweat it. There'll be others for you down the road. You'll have your chance, and someday you'll get there. So don't worry about that. Like I said, I know there was some in the Facebook group some arguing and whatever about that, and just don't worry about it. This one wasn't for you. The next one might be. So. I've been waiting for this to get here because it's technically a 2018 model. So now I can officially do my top tractors of 2018. So I'm going to work on that video later this week, I think. We'll see. But anyway, as you can tell, like I don't know what to say about this. It's just so cool. It's just a really awesome toy, and I'm just so impressed by it. And I'm very thankful that I was able to get one. I feel like I'm kind of lucky to get one. But yeah, one thing I didn't do is check out the bottom here. I guess you wouldn't clean out the hoppers that way, huh? With putting the auger under it, so it's not like because like the John Deere planters and stuff, you just stick a hopper or you stick an auger under those, and or belted elevator, and you clean out your hoppers. But maybe, I don't know, it doesn't look like you do that on that one. Like I said, I'm not familiar with these. I don't, I love tractors. I don't claim to know everything about tractors, so I just know what I like. So here's the I just can't fit anything in a picture here. Here's the problem with all this, I suppose. Check that out. There we go. I mean, it's turning a 90-degree corner there, but that's what it takes like 600 horsepower to pull this puppy. So there we go. We got a 620 quad track. I don't know where I'm going to put this thing. I don't know where I'm going to put this thing. It's incredible, though. All right, guys. This is seriously creeping up on one of my longest non-live chat videos ever. So I'm going to get out of here to let you guys enjoy your evening. I appreciate you watching. If you have made it this far, thank you. Please do the like, share, subscribe thing. This is incredible. Awesome piece. If you can get one, I certainly hope you're able to. And anyway, thanks for watching, guys. Have a great day. Treat each other well. Happy tractor hunting.